Hey guys, welcome back into the OddsShopper YouTube channel. My name is Geoff Ulrich, and in this video, we're going to be talking a little bit of no house advantage NBA action for Sunday, November 27th. And if you're new to no house advantage, there's a couple different ways to play on the site. There's the versus the house contest, which we're going to be talking about in this video. And all we're doing, we're creating parlay style multiplier tickets. We're going to take up to between 2 and 5 props, put them together on a ticket with a payout that can go up to 20x in terms of our return. And we're just going to sit back and see what happens. Obviously, if we get them all right, that's great. So lots of different ways to play on no house advantage. That's what we're mainly going to be talking about in this video, the versus the house contest. I'm going to give you some props that we like. I'm going to use some of the projections over on Stokastic.com to help us out. And we're going to go from there. You can pick and choose as you want. There's also the Pick'em contest on no house advantage. That's where you're creating essentially DFS style lineups with your props. So you're still talking about player props, but you're putting them in a lineup, giving them a different value, and then putting them in a big contest. So you can play that as well. They always have contests up for basically every NBA slate and the primetime NFL slates as well. And if you're new to no house advantage, guys, make sure you use promo code Stokastic, because then you get a $50 match deposit bonus right off the top. That's great. Free money to play around with. You can build your bankroll. You can just try out the site. Promo code Stokastic to get you started there. So lots of different things going on. Make sure you smash the like button here. Subscribe to the OddsShopper YouTube channel if you haven't done that already. We got picks galore here across all the major sports. Another video will be coming up after I'm done as well, so check that out. But yeah, smash that like button, subscribe if you could. Let's get into it. Let's get into the picks. We have a decent little NBA slate. I'm going to concentrate on a couple different games here, though, because again, I just like this setup for a couple different games, and we're just going to stick to it here tonight. So why not? We're going to start with Golden State and Minnesota. Again, we got a nice, this is just a nice matchup for DFS. Should be a lot of, DFS and just prop picking in general. We got a 236.5 point total. It's massive. We got a 1.5 spread, slightly favors Golden State here, but this is going to be a close, high scoring game. Minnesota's defense hasn't been great. Golden State regressing on defense this year as well. So I think there's just going to be lots of points here. We're going to be looking to take some overs, and we're going to start by going to the Golden State side and go over on Andrew Wiggins, 18.5 points. I'm not going to lie, this is one of my favorite totals on the slate to go over on. You could also look to his points, rebounds, and assists prop if that comes up later. But Andrew Wiggins, over 18.5 pure points. He likes playing his former team. 7 games against the Timberwolves, he's averaging over 21 points. So that's great. He's also gone over 20 points now in each of his last 4 starts. So Wiggins playing well. He's been probably the most consistent Golden State Warrior, which kind of sounds crazy, but he's also been rebounding fairly well this year, which is why I brought up the points, rebounds, and assists. But we only care about points here. This is such a high score. It's just got the potential to be such a high scoring game. And then you add in his history against his former team. You add in his recent form as well, how well he shot the ball. Andrew Wiggins at 18.5 points. This one definitely projects as a solid over for us, so I wanted to start there. All right, we got the Golden State side out of the way. Definitely like Wiggins there, but we got really concentrated kind of rotation on Minnesota. And again, we're just going to go over on pretty much everyone in this game, but we're going to go over mainly on Rudy Gobert, and we're just going to take his over on his rebound prop. I'm completely fine with this. Again, Golden State, they're just not the defensive team that they have been in the past necessarily, or that they were at times last year. So, rebounds allowed, they're sitting at 17th right now in the league. So it's not like they've been a great rebounding team. I think Gobert, is just going to have his way in this matchup. I mean, he's been a beast all season long in this category. Probably going to be pushing for, the league lead in terms of just rebounds per game. He's got 33 rebounds over his last 2 games, and that's all great. I mean, obviously that total is going to fluctuate, but I think with him likely to be on the floor a ton tonight, just in what is going to be a close game, I'm not too scared of a 12.5 rebound prop. I think Gobert probably goes over this quite easily, if anything. Again, we have to go back 3 games to find a game where he's played less than 30 minutes. This is a spot potentially too where Gobert could just push for 32, 35 minutes. So Rudy Gobert, again, the matchup really is fine. He's gone over this now in 3 of his last 4 games. If you take it back further, 4 of his last 6 games he's gone over as well. It's 12.5. I think when we get a 12.5 rebound prop for Rudy Gobert, unless we think the matchup is poor, we should probably be leaning over anyways. So let's go there. Let's take the over on Rudy Gobert. And then let's stick with the Minnesota Timberwolves for our second pick as well, because Karl-Anthony Towns, another player. I mean, if Gobert is going to be pulling down a ton of rebounds, someone's got to be putting the ball back in. Gobert kicking it out to Karl-Anthony Towns a few times tonight. I could see that happening. He's got a 23.5 point prop up, does Karl-Anthony Towns. I think this is a solid over as well. Last 3 times that Karl-Anthony Towns has played the Golden State Warriors, he's gone over this quite easily, and he's actually averaging, like well over 27 points per game over the Golden State Warriors over his last 3 meetings as well. So this has been a pretty positive matchup for him in recent times, especially. So Karl-Anthony Towns, again, his point production, it goes up and down a little bit. There's some nights where he's just absolutely unstoppable, and some nights where he just, he doesn't get a ton of usage. But, the free throws have been there. He's been a little bit cold from the 3-point land of late. But like I said, with Gobert perhaps just pulling down a few extra rebounds, the pace of this game, I think there's a good chance he just picks it up from there too. So Karl-Anthony Towns, a player I expect to rebound in a matchup that's been very beneficial to him of late. 23.5 points. This is not a massive point prop either for him. I know he's gone under this in his last 2 games, but I expect a rebound performance here. Karl-Anthony Towns coming off 1 bad shooting night, not a big deal. Let's go over 23.5 points for him. And again, game with a 236.5 point total with a really close point spread. I think he probably gets there. 23.5, we'll go over. All right, let's end with one more over. We're going to go to a different game finally, though. We're going to go to the Indiana Pacers here, taking on the Clippers this afternoon, kind of late afternoon. We got Myles Turner, a player I just really like right now. Myles Turner is playing extremely well. He's got a 17.5 point prop up on no house advantage for the versus the house contest. And I like going over on this one too. Myles Turner just having a fantastic year, quite frankly. He's just showing improvement in a lot of different areas. You look at Myles Turner and just what he's doing offensively. He's going to the glass more. His free throw rate per game is up. It's at a career high, around 5 per game. He's been shooting well from beyond the arc, over 45%. Let's keep it hot from there. He's gone well over this point total in 3 of his last 4 games as well. So 17.5, I think Myles Turner, he deserves our respect at this point. And I think that we should just be taking the over here until his point prop really comes up to where it's, maybe at 18, 19.5. So like I said, this is a player who's shooting the ball a lot better right now. He's also just playing better inside and just being more aggressive. And that's paying off with more free throw attempts. So Myles Turner, 17.5 points. Again, we could talk about the matchup and everything, but this is just a Pacers team who they've been giving him a ton of opportunity. And I think this is a spot where we just lean to the over on Myles Turner. Don't worry too much about the matchup here with the Clippers, who, a decent, obviously defensive team, but I think Myles Turner, with what he's doing and just with where his prop is at, we're going to lean over on this too. So let's go quick recap here, guys. Again, really targeting that Minnesota Golden State game today. We're going to go over on Andrew Wiggins, 18.5 points, over on Rudy Gobert, 12.5 rebounds, and over on Karl-Anthony Towns, 23.5 pure points. Just playing for that high scoring back and forth game where, again, a lot of the stars, especially for the Timberwolves, are going to be out there a lot. Myles Turner, we're going to go to that Indiana game. We're going to take him over 17.5 points. Just really like the way he's playing right now as well. So those are going to be our 4 props again for the versus the house contest on no house advantage. Lots of different ways to play on no house advantage. If you are new to the site, use promo code Stochastic when you sign up there. Free $50 match deposit bonus right off the top. You can check out more videos on the OddsShopper YouTube channel, guys. Subscribe if you haven't done that already. And most importantly, have yourselves a great Sunday of NBA action. My name is Geoff Ulrich. We'll talk to you again soon.